Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 in my Kingdom of Steel tournament in Round 2 against Mimile himself. Let's dive right in here to Slutsk West. And on the left in the red is myself playing 352nd Infanterie on balanced income. And on the right in the blue we have Mimile playing 16th Panzer on Juggernaut income. So a reminder how this tournament works. Each player has a pool of divisions they can choose from. Once they play that division, they can no longer play it again in the tournament. For each match, player 1 picks a map and a division, and then player 2 picks a division and an income, and then finally player 1 finishes with a income pick. So Mimile was player 1 in this first game, and he picked Slutsk West and chose 16th Panzer. And I responded with 352nd balanced, and then he chose Juggernaut income. So yeah, this is really an exciting match. Make sure to stick through it. I put up a much better fight than I was expecting to put up, and it was an exciting series to say the least. So 352nd, definitely not a division I play commonly. It is a very strong counter, though, to super heavy divisions. It has a crap ton of heavy AT. It's got a good amount of 2K stuff in general. It works very well in Slutsk West. Its infantry are crap, but it doesn't really matter on this map. And it also counters divisions that rely heavily on half-tracks really well, because you have lots of Sicherungs, which have their really strong AT rifles that can actually kill half-tracks pretty efficiently. So yeah, my deck, plenty of the SPWs with their light cannons to kill half-tracks and things, and armored cars, which I'm very concerned about out of 16th. My infantry is just piles and piles of cheap infantry, both cards of Sicherungs in A and B, and then 2 cards in C phase because he's playing Jug and I'm playing Balance. We got a long game to go. My tank tab is pretty limited to Panzer B2s, which in this matchup are actually pretty good because, again, they can kill those half-tracks, which are half-tracks and armor cards, which I am concerned about. And then just my card of Stug 3s. I'm putting my IG-33 in B phase because I need lots of them. My AT tab is packed to the brim. Panzerjäger 35Rs are amazing spam vehicles, great for the light armor killing. Pack 38s, Pack 40s, Yag Panthers. I have 2 cards, A and C phase, for a grand total of 5 Yag Panthers, and then a card of Pack 43s in B. Also, both my cards of Flak Verlings and a Flak 41, some Nebelwerfers in B, 150s, 2 cards of Fighters because his Air Force is pretty strong with Focke-Wulf, so I want to make sure I can kill his, and the HS-129 AT plane. On his side, the 16th Panzer, we have the SPWs in A phase and B phase, so really strong armor car start for him. His infantry tab is limited, but he does have 72 infantry, so he's got plenty, but they're basically all Panzergrens. His tank tab is loaded up to the brim, lots of Tigers, 2 cards of Königs Tigers, so he has 3 of those in total. He's got a C phase card of Tigeries and Stug, so he's got 31 tanks, and they're all much better than mine. His support tab, pretty limited, just Guerrillas and the MG42s and a commander. And then only Pack 40s. He's got only 2 cards of good AA, which is Mobile Wagon and SDKFZ. Then he's got Nebelwerfer 300 mils, Hummels, Nebelwerfer 150s in his RD tab, and a pretty small air tab, actually, with the GO 145s and Focke-Wulfs. But here we go, right off the bat. He is air spamming me at the beginning with 4 GO 145s. I did predict this. I did call in a Flak Verling. I expected it to be more up north since he has a little bit more play up here, but it ended up just being all across the map. So my singular Flak Verling up north is not going to be enough to cover off all of this stuff down south. So I am going to get hit by some of these GOs, which have 2 little napalm bombs, which do a surprising amount of damage. Then he has a Focke-Wulf 190 A8. I actually talked to him after the match, and he was expecting me to call a fighter and to counter all these recon planes, which would be natural because I could shoot them all down. But I decided the permanence, which is not a word, but the permanent state of the AA was much more valuable than a fighter that would probably loot this Focke-Wulf 190. My Pack 38 immediately pinned down, so I'm not able to get any transport snipes or kill this SPW 233, which was the whole point of it. But my Flak Verling shooting down the GO 45 up north. My Flammenwerfer did get cheeky. I tried to get in here, and I did get this early flag. We were on Slutsk West, which is one of the BSiest maps in the whole game, but luckily for me, I crossed my fingers really hard and got the good side of the map. So that means I'm gonna have a much easier time, which actually gives me a chance of potentially winning this game. Sicherungs doing what I brought them in for, killing SPWs. Look at this thing just eat that SPW 233 alive. Fantastic. Exactly what I was hoping for. Flak Verling gets a hold of this Geo right here, and it's going to shoot that down quite easily. They do die easily, but his planes are doing a lot of damage down here to my transports trying to get into this flag. This is a natural place for him to push. He really wants to get in areas of pretty big force coming. I did send a lot going down here. Double SPW, a lot of infantry, but now the Focke-Wulf's just killing off infantry, unloading, killing transport. Geo now loses its target, though he did kind of preempt himself, unfortunately for him, and to my benefit. Lots of recon for me as well. Want to make sure those off-clares can keep spotting. Recon on this map is like more important than on any other map. You need to be able to see across this big open ground here. Geo continues to give lots of information, though I have my second flak verling in A phase coming in now. No more AA, but these two flak verlings should hold the line just fine, especially against his very limited air force, which I thought would be a lot more Focke-Wulfs than this. Flammenwerfer going after this SDKFZ, not enough though. Siegfriedings did a wonderful job killing off that first SPW. I decided to continue after it. The SDKFZ can't shoot at me within 100-meter range anyway, so my Panzerjäger 35 pressuring these infantry and SPW 222 right here. Exactly what I'm calling them in for. Only 25 points. These things are actually pretty phenomenal. 1250-meter range. They have HE shells. AP shells fire 15 rounds a minute, have 45% accuracy. They're really quite strong. Focke-Wulf continuing to just wreck me down here. I've lost a ton of infantry to it. Panzer B2 slowly crawling into position. Now, eventually, this Focke-Wulf should fly over this flak verling, I would think. But my Panzer is successfully pushing him out. He is on a 1311, though. Getting those points. He's pushing an SPW 233 into my position here. I do have the Pak 40, though. A little out of position, though. I did not move it in time. Mortar going after my flak verling. Panzerjäger goes down to the 222. Kind of frustrating, but it's going to happen. Panzer B2, on the other hand, though, that should be able to kill that 222 pretty easily. This thing does have some pretty good armor at 80 millimeters. Definitely able to kill off armored cars and such. Focke-Wulf is actually almost out of ammo. Hilarious. These SPWs are here for the killing of these armored cars. Not really for the killing of infantry, although they do okay. This one doesn't have HE, though, so it's really not going to do anything. This time, though, the Geo is going to get easily forced off of the flak verling, very possibly killed. I do have my leader in a nice spot to make sure I give it some veterancy and make it even more effective. Luckily, the SPW with the HE is the one that dodges the Focke-Wulf there. Focke-Wulf finally retreating off. Siegfrieding coming in, though. One of these things will kill this 222. That's all I'm really worried about. The Panzergrens will die eventually. It's currently 12-12 with me down some tickets, and this is definitely tough because he's on Juggernaut, which means getting to C phase is not as beneficial as it usually is. He will have the income advantage going through C phase here. He's trying to get some smoke down and get his Panzergren within Panzerfaust range, but I do see that and back up immediately. And if you guys are enjoying this action, make sure to hit that like button, because if you don't love this, what do you love? Subscribe for more Steel Division 2 content, and really consider checking out that Patreon. It supports me a lot and really means a lot. Thanks a bunch. So I do get away from that Panzergren in time. My machine gun just enough to pin that down. Panzer B2 has arrived. I have some more infantry coming to reinforce, because I did lose a ton. My Siegfrieding, unfortunately, does get caught out, but I do have two of them, so it's splitting his fire just enough that he is still surviving. Up north, the SPW-222 does find my MG-42, kind of annoying. Siegfrieding gets caught out as well. Pak 40 should start moving here momentarily to kill that. SPW-222 did go down finally to the Panzer B2. Tiger finding my Siegfriedings to shoot at there. My Siegfriedings catching this guy on. I do capture his flag. It's now 13-11 me, and I'm going to be able to make up some of those tickets I lost earlier. His Panzergren does get pinned down with my Panzer B2 here. My SPWs continue to bully down here. They are doing exactly what I was hoping they would do. Even these Panzer B2s in this position, these are actually very good tanks for 30 points because they have two guns, both firing HE, the one actually a pretty good damage. It's just not good against tanks, as we're going to discover here momentarily from this Stug 3 coming to get me. Another Panzerjäger here. These are actually working quite effectively. Geo goes down to my flak verling this time, so those are dying quickly. SPW-222 did go down. I tried to get my Flammenwerfers across here. I thought maybe most of the infantry are dead. They were not. But my Pak 40 can put some HE rounds down on this MG-42. This mortar doing annoying amounts of damage. My MG-42 already down, another one coming in for replacement. But currently 13-11 me. Yay for crappy Slutsk West. He did pick this map. This is on him. I did say to him, I don't know why he picked this garbage map. He said, it's the best map for 16th Panzer. And I said, okay. SPW-222, unfortunately, just out of range of my Siegfrieding's AT rifle. My Panzer B2 should be quite safe from this Sturmpanzer. Siegfriedings did take out the half-track, which is good. Gotta stay away from the Stug 3, though. SPW is helping me out a bunch. Unfortunately, it did not die to that shot. Pak 40 doing some nice damage. to that MG42, though. Still not killing it. It did change targets. That's why. My infantry can't beat his panzer guns at range, but I can swarm him. Swarming is always an option in this division. We do see another mortar half-track coming in now. And my first Jagdpanther of the game coming in here. Let's check that bad boy out. Dun 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 dun. Down. Alrighty. Where'd we go here? My map's all messed up. I had it so perfectly centered. Alright, anyway, down south, Stern Pioneer does capture my Panzer B2, 2. Isn't maneuverable enough to dodge that Stug 3, so now I have my SPW hiding. I have 2 Panzerjägers coming in to double team that Stug 3, and we'll just see how effective those are momentarily. I am able to pick up this flag for the moment, and pick up my 1311 again. I'm now ahead in tickets, which is good. I really need to get A and B phase be winning. His Tiger kind of blocking things out right now, but my Jagdpanther waiting for a good opportunity. I want him to get close enough so he can't just pop out of range immediately the second he sees the Jagdpanther, because then I'm back to square one, basically. Do have the town in control pretty well right now. He keeps throwing down smoke to get reinforcements in. That's the way to do it. MG42's coming in. Or I should say Grenadiers with MG42s, making them okay units. Pack 40 falling back from the mortar hits. He's very thin up north, and that is part of the issue with 16 Panzer. Everything's just expensive. Jagdpanther coming in, lands its first shot on that Tiger. Every shot should be a penetration. There should be no question about the ability to kill this, and every shot for him is not necessarily a penetration. Down goes the Tiger. First heavy tank kill of the game, going in my favor. Pretty happy about that. Really happy to get this Jagdpanther out early. The thing is, for him, calling in a Tiger, he does have a King Tiger in A phase, but calling that in, it's 290 points versus the 185 points I have to spend. It's a big, big difference. That's a whole nother tick and a half, basically, for him to call that in. Well, a tick. It's a whole nother tick of income. And he already needs to wait, like, 2 ticks of income to get... I already have to wait 2 ticks to get a Jagdpanther. He needs to wait 3 ticks of income to get a King Tiger. He just can't do that. He doesn't have enough troops on board. He hasn't traded well enough, especially with his airstrike at the beginning of the game. He doesn't have that many points just laying around. He is reinforcing down south heavily, though. He sees that this flag is very key for him, although right now I am actually holding it. Panzerjäger goes down to the SPW 233. Sadness. My little Panzerjägers. BF 109 coming in for the MG42. I could have bombed this mortar half-track, but if he moved it at all, it would have been a wasted bombing, and it was kind of a waste. So MG42 goes down. Happy to see that. No AA up north. Important to note. He doesn't have much AA. He just has the mobile wagons and the SDK of Z71s. They're good AA, but he does not have much of it. And my Air Force is potent. Like, I have, you know, some pretty solid planes in the BF-109 bombers and the HS-129s. MG42 pinning down that Panzergren. So far, I'm able to get a lot of... I'm winning a lot of the small fights right now. Still plenty of time, though, and of course, both of us are playing for C phase. And that's when the King Tigers start flowing. He's making a swing down south, try to kill off my SPW. I have another Panzer B2 here. SPW does spot the 222, and I back it up immediately. I'd love to kill the 222, but the Stug is right next door. My Panzerjägers are here, though, to save the day. Boom! They both miss. But both of his missed too, so we're even. But now my 15 rounds a minute starts to fire up. I kill the 222 first. Get a pen on the Stug. The thing with the Panzerjägers is it takes 2 hits to kill him. And down it goes. The Panzerjägers, 50 points, killing off 80 points of stuff. You gotta love it. Now my SPW 204 can get back into the action here. It's 233 causing lots of issues. Picking off things here and there. My infantry and such. Jagdpanther blocking this out, now capturing this flag as well. I decided to swing up and around to get into this forest instead of through where he clearly has defenses. Another MG42 is now in. 2 SPW 231s. He's I guess they went... I'm assuming he called him in here and they were coming down this road, so he caught just in time so he didn't lose those to my Pack 40, which is moving back into position now. Bunches of Grenadiers. That's one thing you can do with these divisions is just call in units. Lots and lots of troops. Panzer B2, though, now in support. Sturm Pioneer goes down. Not much he can do against this thing except try to Panzerfaust it. I am down infantry, though. I do have some reinforcements coming in. And here goes my Panzerjägers as well. GO-145 coming in to bomb my SPW. These have been super effective, especially for their cheap price of 15 and 25 points. His mortar half-track doing lots of damage to me, though, breaking down my troops here in the town. Back to a 12-12 at the moment with him capturing this southern flag and recapturing his flags here. He's about to push back into the town as well. Or he's not, with my Pack 38 picking up that kill. Tiger, unfortunately, with a line of sight I can't see on either end, but somehow magically can shoot down the road, and my Pack 38 is going to have to back off to stay alive. Opening up that reinforcement road again for him. Panzer Grenadier, though, getting caught out by the Panzer B2 and my Panzer Jaegers and everything else, so should be able to force him out of this southern town soon enough and have this flag locked down for myself. 14-10 in my favor. I'm getting a nice little gap building up here, but the 231 is going to be a big issue, killing off my Grenadiers. My Grenadier MG42s that I brought in to fight at long range can't kill these half-tracks. It's up to the Sickerings to do the job. And we just got into B phase. Currently, I picked up a 15-9. Very exciting about that. Yay, Slutsk West. And it's crappy flag placement. For once, it's benefiting me. 231 is chopping through my infantry. I do have another Panzer B2 coming in. I have an IG-33 coming in as well. BF-109 coming for that MG-42, which has caused a lot of problems for me. He's bringing his first guerrilla. These are going to be an issue, of course. But my BF-109 getting a nice bomb strike off, killing off that MG-42. Here comes the 231s. They're trying to get the Sickering into position. For whatever reason, he decides to move the SPW, which means it's going to target the unit that's least suppressed, which means it opens up my Sickering to lay some shots down. Focke-Wulf goes down to the Flakverling. Nice kill there. One pen from the Sickering. And it's still firing at different targets, and down the 231 goes. Yay, Sickering, you are my hero. Exactly what I called these things in for. A little bit of mistake there by Mimile by running that in instead of just attack moving, because my Jagdpanther is not in position to go after it right now. Back to a 14-10, though. He did recapture this point for the time being with the help of these armored cars. Panzerjäger dodging off the road, gets one pen from the Tiger, unfortunately. And mortar coming in now. More reinforcements coming. He's trying to force his way back into the town. His armored cars and half-tracks pushing me out. Sickering, though, in a dangerous spot for him. He can't be too hasty. But he is being hasty. And my Sickering should get another pop here off on this 231. Pens it on the first shot. Will they survive the suppression of the gun? They do. And they miss. No. And I decided to fall back. Half-track going down to the Sickering. These things are just paying dividends. Love these infantry. This gun is fantastic. 60 millimeters penetration. 5 damage and 10 rounds a minute. This is the key here. Most AT rifles do not do this much damage. So they're able to kill off things much more efficiently than other AT rifles. They also have very high penetration, so they don't bounce very often against half-tracks and such. More Sickerings coming in to save the day. We're in B-phase, so my second car is now available. More Panzer B2s as well. Jagdpanther trying to cut off these armored vehicles from just pushing through. Getting held up, though, killing some infantry. Important to note, though, this Aufklärer has been standing here. He's less than 1,000 meters away from the Sickerings, and my Sickerings cannot see it. Guerrilla in the action, though. Now this thing's, of course, a thorn in anyone's side. That 2K HE range. IG-33 is in, though. Kind of got mispositioned here. It was supposed to be standing, like, over here, and then it ends up over here. Sickerings trying to take out the 231. Don't get a shot off, but these Sickerings should get a shot off just fine to finish that off. He is back into the town. He does not have much CQC, though. Just Sturm Pioneers and Pioneers, 1 card of each. I have plenty of CQC with 2 cards of Pioneers in B and C. The southern town fully under my control now. You'll have a hard time pushing back in. Tiger is killing stuff down the road. That's really starting to tick me off, along with that 233. Try to pull the Stoss troop off the road. Can't succeed. Can't miss, won't miss on that 233. My infantry all pinned, but the 231 is dead, and that was the key factor here. HS-129 tries to come in to kill that Tiger. Unfortunately, there's a mobile wagon here, so I thought maybe because there was no AA cover up north, there'd be no AA cover down here, and there was AA cover. But the mobile wagon over here is a little late. The BF-109 going to get another bombing strike off here to kill off that Panzergren. Nice hit on that. Basically makes it dead. Jagdpanther finds the ammo truck. Unfortunately, it does not get the opportunity to find that mortar. I am trying to chase it down, but I need to fall back then because it is out of line of sight. Nice little kill, though, there. 40 points for free. BF-109 was coming in for the bombing strike, but the mobile wagon is spotted, so I back off my planes. Jagdpanther, though, does find that Grilla on the hill. Did that get a hit? No, it missed, right? Yeah, Grilla's dying one hit, so. BF-109 coming back in for the bombing strike. Gets a nice hit on that Pioneer. Sichtung's going to be able to push back in now. IG-33 doing some nice damage to those infantry. BF-109 accidentally left to meander for a bit. He's still ticking down, though. But we're about to hit C phase, and that's where things get dangerous for me. Pak-40 is not super dangerous for the Jagdpanther. It has 140 millimeters of armor. This thing pens 145 at AP range. So, not the most dangerous thing. I am accidentally continuing to fly this around this mobile wagon. This thing won't run out of ammo. I'm not trying to pull a hobo tango here and run it out of ammo like he always loves to say. Jagdpanther is, my Aufklär spots his Aufklär now. My Jagdpanther was going after, but I need to back up so that Pak-40 can't kill me. Mortar half-track going for my IG-33, but it was moved. Unfortunately, my leader, though, was right next to it, so now it's taking a hit from the mortar. BF-109 finally falling back. He's looking very thin, though. His Juggernaut income is hurting him. There's no doubt about that. Double Panzer B2N, tough for him. BF-109 G6R4 comes in and kills that Aufklär. The nice thing about these is they have 30 millimeter cannons, which actually makes them quite deadly to all targets, but they're very low on ammo. BF-109 needs to fall back before it goes down to any of these mobile wagons, although it's already pretty far over them. Looks like I will get away, though. Jagdpanther is pretty safe from this Pak-40, but I still don't want to risk it. I'm not going to let his 60-point AT gun kill my 185-point AT tank. That would be horrible. And it's just the kind of trades he needs to get back into this game, because right now I'm doing quite well. And not just because of the map. I'm actually out trading him pretty significantly. But this is Mimile we're talking about here. And things can certainly go wrong. Leader in to pump these guys up. I now have, nope, I don't. Sorry. Thought I had a commandant. I do call a commandant in eventually. But I'm now into this woods here, presenting a dangerous place for him. Pak-40, though, in a dangerous spot here. I decide I'm going to try to go up and around. I thought the Pak-40 fell back. It did not. But its APCR is still on. Grilla firing at me as well. Immediately try to fall back. Not going to get that lucky, though. Immediately get a bailout. Hoorah. Yay, APCR. My Pioneer goes down to his Pioneer. Sturm Pioneer, unfortunately, is going to beat that Pioneer there. Down it goes. So he is now dug in here okay. I did force the Tiger E off, though. Actually, I didn't. He just repositioned it to kill this Panzer B2. I did not see this happening. So that is going to die. Sadness. Goodbye, Panzer B2. Although my Jagdpanther finding a Stug that came in out of position. And down it goes. Nice little freebie kill there. IG-33 ground attacking to force off this Pak-40. Grilla picking on my Sichtings. It's going to take that down. Oof. Down it goes. But the Jagdpanther's still here. I have an IG-33 coming in now to help support with HE. Sichtings moving forward to try to kill off that half-track. Not going to reach it, though, unfortunately. I do spot these things around the corner, so I'm pushing my Panzer B2 around to try to kill the mobile wagon and the mortar. I do see this and take advantage of this opportunity. Unfortunately, my unit is just so darn slow. I can't catch him. I can't shake him. I keep pushing. There's nothing here to stop me at the moment. König Tiger in, the first one of the game. Let's check out this beautiful baby here. Whoa. That's a beast right there. That's a beast. His mobile wagon and mortar are on the run, but that is running them into my Sichtings here. And my Jagdpanther over here is spotting them out in the open. Double BF-109 coming in to hit that mobile wagon because it's now out in the open. Bomber does get in. Takes out the Pioneer. Mobile wagon pushing forward even more aggressively now. Sichtings, unfortunately, are pinned down for me. Panzer B2 out of line of sight of the Königstiger currently, but I am pushing it forward pretty aggressively. Mobile Wagon goes down to one of the Sickerungs there. No, wait, the HS-129, just kidding. I flew that in at the last second, knowing it was pinned down and wouldn't be able to stop me as well, and it does get that kill. That's massive, and kills off the mortar as well. Woo! Big kills there for me. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose my pen to B2. Oh, and the APCR from the PaK-40 actually lands a hit and a crit on my Jagdpanther. I don't see this happening. There's so much micro going on. I'm pushing over here as well, trying to do some stuff in the town. Dodging in and out with my Pioneers. Jagdpanther goes down to that PaK-40. Big loss there. Losing some infantry here. And he's now building up a force in SDKFZ 7-1 coming in along with the Stug 3. We're now into C phase. You can see the Juggernaut income turning on. IG-33 getting picked on now by the Tiger because my Jagdpanther's dead. PaK-43 in position here now. SPW-231 making a cheeky push forward. Although my infantry did wipe out these half-tracks and things here. And the killing of the mobile wagon and the mortar were huge for me. He doesn't have any more mortars. He only had 2. So killing that one off was pretty big. Because that thing was annoying the crap out of me. IG-33 now getting hit by the Grilla. Trying to make a run for it, but the Tiger's on it as well. And down goes an IG-33. But luckily I brought it in B phase, so I have 6 of them. Nebelwerfer's now in. I'm planning a strike somewhere. Haven't decided where, though. I still have a strong position here, though, and he's got a lot of work to do. I'm losing some troops and transports, trying to aggressively reinforce them in. IG-33, though, spotting that PaK-40 now. See if I can get a good shot off. Boom. Here it comes. I get a hit, but not a good one, unfortunately. Still 13-11, though, despite Mimile starting to gain some ground. Even the second shot misses as well. It's King Tiger, SDKFZ, Leader Stug 3, all starting to group up, and here comes a Grilla 2, and now he calls in a Nebelwerfer 300 mil. That's gonna hurt. SPW, what's it going after? Oh, the Pioneer, he found the Pioneer finally. PaK-43 and a Jagdpanther coming in. I do see that King Tiger, it's time to activate emergency kill big tank mode. SPW-231 goes down to my Jagdpanther. IG-33 finding a Grenadier out in the open. It's going to eliminate that quite easily. Grilla moving forward to kill my IG-33 now. Still 13-11, though. I'm still ticking him down consistently. Leader pushing for another Panzer B2 moving in. I think this is my last one. Second to last, if not last. Jagdpanther now in position. The problem is the Jagdpanther still doesn't match up super well against the King Tiger. It has 200 millimeters of armor, which means it bounces a lot of shots. My Jagdpanther on the other does not really bounce its gun at all. PaK-40 finds it half track. Nice little kill there. What was that big explosion? Oh, that's me. I called in 150 mil artillery, and now I'm just going to bomb the edge of this town for essentially the rest of the game. That way he can never get back into this flag. It's a pretty dirty and straightforward thing to do. Tiger hitting my PaK-40. Grilla finding some infantry all the way over there. PaK-43 finally unloading. Nebelwerfer strike, though, going in for the SDKFZ 7-1. I don't care about this stuff. The key to killing a big tank is killing its supporting stuff. So I need to kill off the HE, the leader, and the AA so I can get in after this thing with my powerful air units, AT air units and things. He now has a commander in. Here comes the Nebel strike. Finding the kill on the SDKFZ 7-1. Successful hit. Do have a micro mistake here. I load these things up, but don't move them. Jagdpanther backing up. I still want this fight. The second Nebelwerfer goes off. There's nothing to hit. Doesn't matter. The main target is dead. Here comes the HS-129. You're going to notice, though, I'm targeting the Grilla and the Stug 3, not the Königstiger. I have very little chance of penning that Königstiger from the front. Now, I would have gotten some side shots here, which would have been nice, but at the time, I didn't know it. It is turning, so you see I actually wouldn't have gotten the hits. Grilla goes down in one shot. Stug 3 gets a pen. Down it goes. I try to retarget it on the commander. I fail. Doesn't matter. Nebelwerfer going off. I did not move my Nebelwerfer, so now they're going to get hit by this. I'm immediately trying to move these now in a panic because of my forgetfulness. First shot unloads the munitions. This one does get away. Unfortunately, though, this last shot's going to kill my munition truck, which basically makes the second Nebelwerfer kind of useless. I mean, I can reload it with the first one, but they'll just doubly run out as fast. Pack 43 finds the King Tiger. This is a good matchup for me. I probably won't pen it, but the King Tiger's going to have a hard time killing me. He's on the run. Will I get another shot off? I do. Lands. Oh, it doesn't land. Ah, 3 shots all miss. Come on. HS-129 taking a shot at it. But it's going to bounce, and now there's an SDKZ-71 in again. And I'm not able to kill that off. Still 14-10 for me, holding this flag here and this flag up north. Pack 43 now under pressure from the Pack 40. It's alright. I got plenty of these. And unfortunately, my Pack 43 is probably going to go down here. Double Jagdpanther in now, though. I'm hoping with 2 of these, I can just muscle this thing to death. I mean, eventually it'll get penned. IG-33 needs to fall back. Another Pack 43 coming in. He's bringing a new, fresh set of support. Another leader, another AA, another Grilla. It was a pretty devastating alpha strike for me, though, to kill off all that stuff. Panzer B2 backing up, doesn't want to fight that Stug. Nebelwerfer 300 moving forward. There's now a Hummel in. 150 continue to just bomb this same spot. I don't care how many reinforcements he comes in with. I'll just keep hitting it, and the flag will stay mine. Jagdpanther's finding some infantry out in the open to pick on. They don't do much, but they do enough. I'm picking up another 15-9 here. Pack 38 coming in to get a little bit more aggressively forward here. Grenadier unloads. Artillery continuing to devastate him. Tiger takes a pen from my Jagdpanther down the road here. I got 5 of them. I have some to spare, so I decided to go after this Tiger. It's been blocking this up for me. Down the Tiger goes. Nice kill for me there. Another heavy tank down. IG-33 back in position, kills off a Panzergren. I just have an overwhelming number of infantry here now. It doesn't matter that they're trash. There's quality in numbers. Königstiger poking its head out, finding some infantry to shoot. Jagdpanther took a pen from something. The King Tiger, I guess. Trying to back it up, get it out of the range of the Königstiger. I do succeed. I want them to fight at the same time. I'm happy to take the fight, but I want it to be simultaneously. And I finally have the simultaneous fight. He misses and backs off. Doesn't want the double team. Nebelwerfer going for my IG-33 here. Will succeed. It's quite a... should succeed, I would think. It's pretty close and it does a lot of damage. Unload the Pack 43 immediately so it doesn't die. Jagdpanther takes a penetration from the Königstiger. Everything bounces off the Königstiger. All bounces my Jagdpanther down. That did not go the way I was hoping it would go. I was looking for like 1 pen. Haven't even chipped the paint. Man, those things are monsters. I mean, you're paying for it. Don't get me wrong. 150 just continuing to lay into this infantry here. He hasn't started firing his Hummel yet, which is good news for me. Stug 3 did die. My Pack 38 killed it. Now it's going after these half-tracks. Pack 38 coming in clutch. Here comes a Focke-Wulf. Will get its bombs off. Kills the Pack 38. Double Nebelwerfer in. Going for the Königstiger now. Deciding to take a different tact. Haven't seen this SDK of Zed, though. Fortunately, Königstiger now on the move. Jagdpanther engaging. Try to back off. Of course, I take a penetration immediately. Nebelwerfer's opening up. Königstiger pushes forward. But luckily for me, the other things are kind of pushing forward as well. But now he backs up and dodges the strike. Very disappointing. Jagdpanther picks up its 3rd star and dies to immediate hit. Another Jagdpanther, though, right in to replace it. Recaptured this flag here in the town. SPW 231 goes down to the Pack 43. Jagdpanther in position now. Pack 43 looking for that King Tiger. It has one job, and it's to kill that thing. There it is. The opportunity has come. Double team. Jagdpanther forward. Pack 43 gets a penetration. Can I finish this monstrosity off? Jagdpanther fires. Misses. Pack 43 fires. Misses! Nebelwerfer landing a big hit on my Pack 43. It's pinned. I bring in a whole Air Force. I'm trying to distract the SDKFZ. The bombers are going for the SDKFZ here. The BF-109 pins it with its strafe. Doesn't matter. All that matters is these HS-129s coming in from behind. Going for all the support weapons along with the Königstiger this time. I want him dead. The Königstiger goes down to... what was it? I don't even know. I think it was the HS-129. Stug down. HS-129 can't get the shot off on the Grilla. SDKFZ gets away. Another Königstiger coming in now. That was big, though. One Königstiger down. There are only 3 to kill. Although I am now, I think, out of Jagdpanthers. Though they are not actually the key here. The Pack 43s and these HS-129s really are. Going after the Grilla and the SDKFZ-71, which is still falling back, but I lose sight and he starts pulling off. Rage. Frustration. He's now weaseled his way back in here, but the Pioneers trade grenades, and that's the end of him. Another Pack 38 in there as well. HS-129 floating about, sees a Tiger on the side. SDKFZ reopens up. Focke-Wulf coming in to do some AA duty. But my Flakverling is still alive and well. I do have a Commandant in finally. Double star Flakverling doing a ton of damage. HS-129 found some sort of Tiger. The Tiger-E over here. Focke-Wulf goes down. Double star Flakverling, very strong. Strong like bull. Stug 3, finding that Tiger 3. Gets pen first, but also gets a pen in return. And it's got 3 stars firing way faster than that Tiger is. Boom, misses. Tiger fires. Misses as well. And now the fire rate's going to win me that match. Kills off the Tiger. Jagdpanther holding off some of those infantry there. Königstiger coming in. And Mimile throws in the towel and attack power wins game 1. Woo! Sorry, just reliving that was... oh my god, the first time I almost crapped my pants. I was so excited. Don't even care about saying it. We're potty training the kid. My whole world is poop right now. 3,575 kills and 2,505 kills. Attack power within a resounding KD there. Slutsk West doing its magic and totally screwing Mimile. Happy to take that. Happy to take that gift because beating Mimile is hard enough as is, and I've actually never done it before. Jagdpanther doing tons of damage. Pack 43 doing some nice kills. HS-129 getting a nice laundry list going there. Even the Panzer B2 doing some nice work there. Jagdpanther again. I was able to get a lot of value out of these things, and Mimile was really not able to get value out of his heavy tanks except for this Tiger covering down the road there. The Königstiger, though, actually did. I lied. That actually paid itself off. Very rare for a super heavy to pay itself off. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out the other rounds of the Kingdom of Steel tournament, and make sure to check out the Patreon down below if you love what you're seeing. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.